Hey friends, I'm Brandon, this is Just the Gems, and I'm doing a pickups video. Back in the early days when the internet was new, or I guess at least when YouTube was new, I knew that pickup videos existed, and I kind of scoffed at them. I was like, who wants to listen to somebody talk about the stuff they bought? That's so lame. But then time went by, and I guess I came around on it because that's like 90% of what I consume on the internet now is people talking about the things they own. So here I am, imitating that art form today for you. My shirt's a little bit wet, if you can even tell that. Maybe I'm telling on myself for no reason. That's because I got a water pick today, and it's extraordinary. It's like bath time fun at the sink every single day, and it makes a huge mess, and I really love it. It may have knocked one of my fillings out. That remains to be seen. Very powerful. Anyway, you're not here to hear about that. You want to hear about the video games that I bought, spending money I didn't have on things that I don't need. So let's just do that. All right, so this is a collection of games that I've picked up over the past few weeks. This is my first one of these, so I guess theoretically I could reach back in time as far as I wanted. But I don't know, that just seems like it would be too much. I am planning, by the way, next week to release the first in a series of Stack of Shame videos in which I'm going to lay out for you all of the games in my collection, specifically the JRPGs in my collection that I've purchased and have not played, which is kind of the reason that this channel was created. Get me to play through these games that I've spent so much money on and that are just taking up space in my home where I live. So anyway, enough of that. Preamble's over. Let's get into it. First up, we got Saga Frontier. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Brandon, don't you know they just remastered this? You idiot. Why did you get it on PlayStation? Well, first of all, I don't think the name calling is necessary. It doesn't help anybody, and it just hurts my feelings. Second of all, I played this game / owned this game on the PlayStation back in the day, and this is a nostalgia buy more than anything. I could not understand anything in this game. It was complete nonsense to me. I had just come off of Final Fantasy VII, Xenogears, I believe I had under my belt at that point. So I knew, PlayStation role-playing games, I was the king. I knew how to play a role-playing game. I couldn't begin to tell you what's going on in this. All right, eight stories or something like that? Yeah, 7? 8 in the remaster, I guess. 7 characters? That's too many characters. Cut it out. Anyway, I'd like to revisit that as an adult and see if I can make it make any more sense. I guess we'll see. I don't have a lot of space over here, so I'm using my Oculus Quest 2 box as a makeshift table. And you said my Quest would never get any use. Next up is a release from Limited Run Games, a game by the Game Bakers called Haven. Now, when I saw previews for this game, I thought, hey, that looks pretty interesting. It's a story about a husband and wife on the run from, I don't know, intergalactic police or something, and it's rated M for mature because of mature themes. It's a game for grown-ups. So I'm assuming that it's not full of anime 16-year-olds almost kissing and not actually kissing, which will be an interesting change of pace for me. As a certified weeb, that's just about all the media I consume. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know a ton about it, but looking forward to trying it out in the year 2060. Next up, I'm going to do these two together because they are sort of a piece. But we've got the NIS America collections here. NIS, what is the title? Prinny Presents NIS Classics, Volume 1 and 2. I'm going to be honest, this was a FOMO purchase. mostly because I knew in some cases it seemed like the prices were starting to go up, and I don't know if I want to play any of these games. I mean, I know they're good, but it's like a lot of strategy, and that's not my biggest genre. I don't know. I've got some soul searching to do. Also, I'm pretty sure I own Makai Kingdom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I own Makai Kingdom on the PlayStation 2 anyway, but that's fine. And I pre-ordered Volume 3. Again, it's just a FOMO thing. It's like, if I know that there's a possibility in the future I won't be able to get something easily, my little monkey brain is like, get it now, before it's too late. And then I do, and that's why I don't ever have any money. So, what else do we have down here? Ah, okay. We got, I should have taken the shrink wrap off of these. This light is just wreaking havoc. Atelier Sophie 2, everybody. Okay. This is a game about anime girls making magic potions, I think. I've really only played one Atelier game. It was Rorona, I want to say. Rorona Plus on PS3. And that one was definitely about anime girls making potions. It was good. I have almost all of the Atelier games in the collection. See Stack of Shame coming soon. But yeah, I haven't fully dived in. All right, this is a used pickup, pre-owned from GameStop. Observer System Redux. This is, I believe, by Bloober Team, who did Layers of Fear, which I don't think I've mentioned that this on this channel yet, but I'm actually a very big horror fan, especially games. I really like well-made horror games. Not as much on the, I mean, I like Resident Evil, but that's more on the jump scare side. I'm more into the psychological Silent Hill end of the spectrum. But I can appreciate, I have all the, the Resident Evil games as well. I think they're great. Especially 7 and 8. I really like that. Anyway, we're talking about Observer System Redux. Don't know much about this. Came up on a Metal Jesus video a while ago, and I thought, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided I wanted to buy it, so I did. Okay, this is another nostalgia buy. Yeah, I definitely owned this as a kid, and I definitely did not beat it. Yeah, Star Ocean, Second Story. I'm really trying not to look over at my monitor. I feel like I don't want to do that. I want to be focused on you, the viewer. You are important. You're special. You are. I say that sarcastically, but you are. I'm just insecure, and I have to cover up my true feelings with layers and layers of irony. Anyway, so Star Ocean, the Second Story. I really enjoyed the heck out of this as a kid. I got to the very end, like final dungeon, and brick wall. Could not advance. Do not pass go. So I gave up and never went back to it. So I'm hoping well, and here's the other problem. I have the remake on the PSP, which I don't know if it's technically a superior experience. I'll have to look into it a little more. I'm hoping that they will remake the second one for like modern consoles like they did with the first Star Ocean game. Even if it's digital only, because I will happily keep this beautiful physical package and play the modern remake. I have no problem doing that. For me, the artifact is an important part of the process. Almost done. Got a Plaguetail Innocence. Now this is one that I did buy digitally on the PlayStation 4. I'm pretty sure I bought it before it became free on PlayStation Plus. I think it was free for a while. Anyway, and this, this just blew me away. I did not have expectations really going into it. I thought it sounded interesting, but I knew very little about it. I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't realize, it's made by a relatively small team, but it is like AAA and a half in terms of quality. Just presentation, story. There's a few bits of the gameplay that were a little bit frustrating for me. Not that necessarily that means that the game was bad, just that me no good at game. So, highly recommend though if you haven't played Plaguetail Innocence. The second game of Plaguetail Requiem is coming out pretty soon, so catch up. And finally, I don't know why I bought this. I don't know anything about this. This might be good. It might be good. It's by NIS America. Do we say NIS America or do we say NIS? I'm new at this, guys. Anyway, you're not going to be able to necessarily tell what this is from looking at it, because they like to do this for home device. Everybody, do not use this on a work device. This is the limited edition of Yuru Kill, the Calumniation games. What is Yuru Kill, the Calumniation games, you might be asking? Friends, let me be perfectly honest with you. I have no idea what Yuru Kill, the Calumniation games is. I bought it because I think I misunderstood what it was. I'm pretty sure I was mixing it and AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative up, or maybe I thought that the developer of that game worked on. I don't know. I bought it, I think it was early one morning. I make so many mistakes in the morning. I wake up and I'm scrolling through Twitter and Wario64 jumps on there with, here's a deal, here's a pre-order, and I'm like, okay. And I buy things. I'm pretty sure I spent $250 before I got out of bed this morning. Anyway, rant over, video over. I hope you enjoyed my weird random selection of games, and I would love to hear what you've picked up recently. I hope you've picked up something fun. You deserve it. If you can afford the luxury of picking up a Vidya game, I highly recommend it. It's cathartic for me. Anyway, until next time, bye.